Hi guys, it's Nikki, also known as Faces Trader, and you're watching the Awesome 10X Live Global Market Update for September 28, 2020. Can you believe it? We're nearing the end of the month of September. It seems as if it's just a few months away and 2020 is gone. Nevertheless, let us discuss what happened. What are the news that is worth discussing? I'd like to share a few things. IKEA, the #1 furniture store of Sweden and of course globally, has collaborated with ASUS ROG to develop affordable gaming furniture. It will be funny if you have to assemble them yourself. So let's see. Swedish furniture brand IKEA will collaborate with ASUS Republic of Gamers to develop a new range of affordable gaming furniture and accessories. IKEA said the products under this new collaboration will be estimated to consist about 30 products. It will be launched in China in February 2021, and it will be available in all the other countries from October 2021. This new range of products will be affordable and ergonomic. According to IKEA, the new gaming range is developed in the IKEA Product Development Center in China, Shanghai. IKEA and ROG designs and engineers conducted several workshops together with professional gamers and gaming enthusiasts in Shanghai in order to explore the home furnishing needs of gamers. Around 1/4 of the global population are gamers, yet the needs of gaming lovers in terms of home furnishing has always been overlooked. With the rapid growth of the gaming market, 2.5 billion gamers in the world, fast-growing number of people playing, IKEA is curious how home furnishing could improve gaming experience and the life around it. The Swedish retailer said that the new range of gaming furniture will be affordable and ergonomic. It will be designed to increase performance while blending into homes. There isn't yet any pricing, but it might be something in the range of about $400. So at least half the price. So that would be about 20,000 pesos. Typically, gaming chairs would range from about $800, and even an ROG Chariot would be 539. I guess this is 539 Singapore, so that would be 400 times 33 or 12,000, 34, 30. So I'm converting this in Philippine pesos, and you can of course convert that. 400 times 33 is about 13,000 pesos. It's roughly around $300. Now, of course, typically, some other chairs would cost double or triple the price of those chairs. This is an interesting company for me. It's an interesting news. Why? Because as you know, Herman Miller just reported their great results last week. Let's see, Herman Miller or MLHR. Okay, so let's take a look at the chart of Herman Miller. Herman Miller broke above this 24 area with a great breakout. As you could see here, 24 was a breakout move after the numbers were released. And Herman Miller, of course, is the preeminent, you could call them the furniture Apple, or the Apple of the furniture gaming chairs, whatever you want to call it. So it seems to me that this drop, of course, of Herman Miller, 34 to about 30, looks to be, if it goes down to about 28 or 26, might need to be studying this company for an entry point. Nevertheless, it looks to be a buy on pullbacks, buy on dips. And you could see that the trend is the same. If you are aware, Razer also has released a gaming chair. Razer 1337 HK, Min Liang Tan said that he partnered with Humanscale to create some gaming chairs for the gamers out there. So you've got IKEA, you've got Razer, you've got Humanscale, Razer plus Humanscale. I don't know if Corsair, which is a new company, just got listed, is also doing gaming chairs. But Corsair is a competition of here, Turtle Beach. So this was a new IPO, Corsair. Corsair went 14, now back to 17. I think the IPO was 17. And then, of course, the recent IPOs, let's take a look. In terms of gaming, of course, Unity is something that we love a lot, and we have been picking up and buying it. So 67, 70, 77, 80. Now it's trading at 90. It went as high as 93. This one is still just a keep on my end. So Unity Software, a good IPO. The IPO price was 52. Right now it's 90. So it's about 80% from IPO price. What else? Something on the gaming that I want to discuss. Okay, let's talk about some Amazon Luna. One day ago, Amazon Luna. What is it? And the other key details that you need to know. What do you want me to watch, to read? This one, maybe CNET. What we know about the new cloud gaming service. So what is Amazon Luna all about? Is it a competition for NVIDIA? Okay, Amazon Luna, the owner of Twitch, now has its own game streaming service. So Amazon is getting into gaming. During Amazon's big device announcement event on Thursday, the internet giant unveiled Luna. It is the cloud-based video game streaming service for the Fire TV, phones, tablets, computers that rivals Microsoft xCloud and Google Stadia. A Luna Plus subscription will cost $6 per month as part of an invite-only early access program. Controller designed for the service will also be sold with an early pricing of about $50, although gamers will be able to use an Xbox One or a PlayStation controller as well as a mouse and keyboard to play. Running on Amazon's AWS servers, games will stream at up to 1080p resolution and 60 frames per second at launch. 4K support is teased as coming soon, though a full list of titles was not immediately available. Company says that the games available in the early access period is in Resident Evil 7, Control, Grid, Yooka-Laylee, The Impossible Lair, and Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. Ubisoft will be among the early notable publishers on the platform, including bringing Assassin's Creed Valhalla to Luna, although no timeline was given for when its games would arrive beyond, again, coming soon. So Twitch, of course, is the popular game-focused video streaming websites Amazon bought in 2014. That would be about 6 years ago. Luna will allow streamers to broadcast while playing, and then from watching Twitch to instantly playing on Luna. So really, that is the Google vision. That was the Google Stadia vision. Amazon recommends a minimum internet connection speed of 10 Mbps for streaming games on Luna, with 35 Mbps listed as a requirement for playing in 4K. So company says that Luna will be available on Fire TV, Mac, and PC, as well as through web apps for iPhone, iPad, as long as those devices are running iOS 14. So how is Amazon getting around Apple's app restrictions? Previously, Microsoft was blocked from offering its xCloud gaming service for iPhone and iPad users. Google's Android is also not listed as launch platform, but it is coming soon. So there is no exact release date for Luna, but those interested can request an early access invitation on Amazon's website. So as you could see, all the FANGs are very much into gaming. Facebook, Amazon, you could see that this was something of the last week. We saw that Microsoft had bought Bethesda Studios, also known as ZeniMax Media, for $7.5 billion. It is a big deal. And I would agree with Aaron Bush of Motley Fool, who also has a Metaverse Substack. It's a good newsletter, and I wish that you guys subscribe to it. So it is a free newsletter so far. So either way, I think it's worth your money, even if he eventually does a subscription model. So ZeniMax, of course, is one of the largest acquisitions of Tencent so far in terms of gaming history, topped only by Tencent's $8.6 billion acquisition of Supercell. And Tencent, of course, acquired Supercell, Clash of Clans, if you recall. So ZeniMax includes 8 game studios. It will bring in the number of internal studios Microsoft Xbox now owns from 16 to 24. It also gives the company a major adrenaline shot of triple air firepower, which will certainly be used to strengthen Xbox content ecosystem. ZeniMax Media, okay, it's Bethesda Game Studios. That will be the Elder Scrolls and Fallout. ZeniMax Online Studios, Elder Scrolls Online. id Software, Doom. Arcane Studios, Dishonored, Prey, Machine Games, Wolfenstein, Tango Gameworks, The Evil Within, Alpha Dog Games, Rightborn Mobile, Roundhouse Studios, to be determined. These are the best of the best. And so what's a long-term strategy here? Very much Xbox have been lagging with Sony PlayStation when it comes to exclusive content. But that would have been an overly simplistic view. ZeniMax values were several billions because of its AAA games accessible everywhere, making the blockbuster games exclusive to one console immediately destroys its immense value. It will also anger the gaming community if it was only in one platform, which Xbox, of course, wants to avoid. So most likely, Microsoft acquiring Bethesda means that there will be just exclusive access to certain updates if you are a Microsoft Xbox subscriber. Subscribe to them other than your PlayStations. There's also something that I like to share. Of course, another hat tip to Aaron Bush. Great stuff in his articles. He shared this mini app. So as you know, Facebook gaming, Snapchat also has some gaming, WeChat mini app programs. Then you've got Line and Viber with a lot of games inside. So we are seeing that the trend in the next future is really about mobile games that only emphasizes our bullishness on Unity software. Just recently, I think Among Us just got $100 million or something. So Among Us is a popular mobile game also built in Unity software. So it just is an emphasis for all the great things that's happening on the gaming. You've got the gaming chairs, you've got the Unity software, you've got Amazon Luna, Google Stadia. Of course, Google Stadia didn't make money, so I think Google had to close it down. Nevertheless, you are seeing, and we aren't sure if Amazon Luna will be successful. Then again, you are aware that Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo so far are dominating this trend. So Sony, let's take a look at the chart. Sony rallied from about 52 to as high as 84. So far, just consolidating here at 77. Should Sony drop to about 72, that is a great buying area. Microsoft has given a great buying area last week here at about 199 and 200. So far, it's trading at 207. As you know, Microsoft doesn't pull back. It went from about 140 to as high as 230. It only pulled back because of that TikTok Oracle deal, which to me is a minor thing given that Microsoft is doing so well in their cloud. In fact, Microsoft 360 Azure is banning some Google and cloud services to operate. I think you'll have to subscribe to Microsoft Azure. It was reported by The Information. Let me just read that news for you. But wait, no, I can't share to you my mail. But let me just share to you. Microsoft Azure, Google Information. It's a news sent by The Information. It's okay. It's here in my, I took a snapshot of it. Don't worry. It's here. Let me share to you that. So this one, I think it's here. Was it? Screenshot preview. Yeah, that's ByteDance. I'll discuss that later. This one. Okay, let's discuss all these fighting. So as you know, Airbnb is going to come out next month. I'm not sure if it's next month but most likely within this quarter. So Airbnb just gave another successful release. They said that the rental supply fell this summer for the very first time. It just tells you that Airbnb has successfully pivoted this close to home travel. As of June, July, they've actually already seen the bottom. So as you know, Airbnb is a company IPO that will be interesting for me. And Facebook is opening a new fight with Apple over messaging. So far it's weird. Apple and Facebook are truly fighting against each other. Apple so far has been friendly with Amazon, but not to Facebook. So Facebook executives have sharply ramped up the criticism of Apple, along with Epic, along with Epic and a lot of other like Spotify. So in recent months, contesting the iPhone maker's restrictions on gaming apps and ad targeting, as well as its cut of in-app purchases. Now emboldened by Apple's software changes that suggest it is starting to bend, Facebook wants something else, the option to make its Messenger app the default messaging tool on iPhones. We feel that people should be able to choose different messaging apps and the default on their phone. Stan Chudnovsky, the Facebook vice president in charge of its Messenger app, said towards The Information, generally, everything is moving in this direction anyway. So far, it looks like Apple is monopolizing a lot of things, and a lot of these apps are, of course, complaining. You've got Epic, Spotify, all of them are complaining. Let's discuss. So I am not bullish on Apple. Let me just explain that in my view, even if Apple had seen a support here at about 110 and 105, I do think that there will be a tremendous resistance here at about 120 or 130. I would put a sell record at about 120 to 130. It is a trade in my view. The buyers here at 105, 110 are just taking profits here when it rallies to 120 or 130. It will be a lower high in my view, and that's just my view. I wouldn't be a long-term move here for Apple at these levels. Nonetheless, I would agree that Facebook, among the FANGs, I'd be a buyer of Facebook instead of Apple. Facebook here at about 246 to 250. I've been buying. Even if you've bought at 268, I'd say just cost average. And this one, in my view, goes to 300 and all-time highs. So, of course, I'm a bit biased. I have my reasons why I believe in Facebook more than Apple. I believe in Facebook, Microsoft. So I believe in both these names as well as with Google. So Google here at about 1,440, about 1,450. Even if a drop at about 1367, I think this is an undervalued name amongst the Fantasia, amongst the FANGs. So, and then of course, let's see. Amazon, I think, is just in a trading range. So similar to Apple, I think Apple and Amazon, you buy near 2.9, but you sell near 3.2. So this is just a trading range in my view. Now, a lot of news. So let's talk about some SPACs. Reid. So Mark Pincus and Reid Hoffman are creating a SPAC. So let's see. I shared it in my Faces Trader profile. So let's see that news as well. Okay, SPAC. I will share to you a lot of SPACs in the charts later on. But let's go to my profile. Okay, so Twitter profile, I share this. So Reid Hoffman is, of course, the Microsoft LinkedIn co-founder and founder. And then Reid Hoffman is also a PayPal alum. He joins Peter Thiel in discussing why so many tech investors have created SPAC. Of course, Peter Thiel's SPAC was GME Chai, Gores Metropolis, amongst others. Of course, Reinvent Technology is going to be a new SPAC. It's formed by Reid Hoffman and Mark Pincus and hedge fund manager Michael Thompson. They filed for a $600 million IPO. So I'm interested. It is RTP.U. It is RTP.U. RTP.U. I've never bought any warrant as of yet. So it's weird. It's not yet shares. So it's a warrant. So I'm not sure what it is. So I haven't bought a warrant in any time. If so, Reinvent Technology Partners. I guess it is a unit cost to buy Reinvent, whatever that company SPAC would be. Nevertheless, there's too little details so far. I don't know what this SPAC would be. So, but I am bullish based on the company's co-founders that they'll choose companies that are going to be doing well. So this is a blank check company again. Reid Hoffman, Mark Pincus, and Michael Thompson filed last week $600 million. So it was about September 17, 2 weeks ago. So the $600 million will move into a blind trust, which the company will acquire. As you know, there have been a handful of SPAC companies, Luminar and Velodyne Lighter. That would be on the lighter technology. We like both of them. Then, of course, a lot of EVs, whether it be Canoo, Fisker, Lawson Motor, Nikola Motor. There was, of course, DraftKings. There's also Scales. A lot of companies in the SPACs. There's like about 79 names in my recollection. So they didn't discuss what they would buy, but it's most likely a mobile-related company, given their background. So social network and games. So most likely it's something in that realm. Nonetheless, I don't know what that company is, but I would put RTP.U on my watch list. I'll put on my watch list this week as well, Palantir. Palantir is going to be a directly listed company on September 30th. That would be 3 days from now. Also, I would say that the founders will become more influential as time goes by, would be TikTok CEO Zhang Yiming. Zhang Yiming is actually interested to do something in the education space. Of course, let me read that news for you. Okay, I think I have it here. Let me just share that. SoftBank so far owns TikTok, but also TikTok has been sold to Oracle. So Oracle, ORCR, is still trading at $59. 0 to 1, ByteDance ambition devoted to education technology. So education, EdTech hasn't been truly disrupted. There are some people who believe that OMO is the best. So you've got, of course, TAL, you've got Edu, TAL, Edu, you've got Yotao, you've got Coollearn, you've got Baiju. So some of them are listed, some of them are not. So let's see. Okay, so on July 16, Chen Lin, the senior vice president at ByteDance, this is him. He said in an internal speech that the mission of ByteDance is to innovate education and achieve everyone. He believes that the biggest advantage of ByteDance today in education space is not the internet traffic, but its products and technology. But its strategy is the organizational culture. The company plans to invest a huge amount of its capital to a newly established educational tech business, but warned that the unit will likely be unprofitable in the next 3 years. So they want to share what they are doing in terms of online education. So Recently, Tencent, Alibaba, Baidu, NetEase have undergone great changes in the edtech space. As you know, video sharing platforms like Kuaishou, Bilibili has also done the same. ByteDance is not going to not going to be left out in the educational space. So ByteDance has become one of the most valuable unicorns, and of course, the Oracle TikTok deal is just another evidence of that strength and dominance of TikTok. So what is TikTok gonna do with education? Zhang Yiming, the founder of ByteDance, says that you shouldn't be in the core business where other companies are devoted. You would not have a competitive advantage there. Instead, innovate, look at the strategies and businesses, areas that others haven't done well, which is significant for running an enterprise. So actually, the company plans to do something. If you remember, ByteDance had a content platform, Toutiao. They released this in 2012. It really changed the way people get the reading content that they really want. So they develop AI systems. Currently, with their in-house technology, they want a behavioral-driven predictive recommendation algorithms in edtech space. So learners that they would cover would be pre-K, K-12, mostly the infants to the silver here, meaning they want to encompass everyone from the infant to the older generation. So higher education, but so far, I think that they will invest most heavily in K to 12. So that would be the competency-based education. The company has been trying to figure out all the opportunities. In China, K-12 education generally refers to the after-school tutoring for students from grade 1 to 12. The kindergarten stage is classified as an independent track. K to 12 learning is regarded as the largest segment, accounting for about 40% of the national financial investment in education. So the company is mainly thinking about businesses focusing on this K-12 track. This is their primary market. But so far, as you know, ByteDance is not going to be the leader here. You're just a follower. So far, there are a lot of other mature businesses in the K-12 space. You've got so far Dali Ketang. That's their company launch, Tali Ketang. It is going to compete. There will be a competition with TAL. So basically, ByteDance is trying to acquire tutoring institutions in some provinces. And TAL has been the one that was doing this online tutoring business for about 10, 15 years already. So another education space that ByteDance wants to enter into would be the STEM. That would be your science, technology, math, thinking, art, and they're discussing how they will do this. So among them, they're thinking about VIP Kid. So far, these are the products that are already in the private space that are doing well. VIP Kid, Dada, CodeMao, Hetao 101. Either these would be acquired by ByteDance or they will compete with them. So they are launching their own Tangyan English with AI tech and video courses. ByteDance has a few advantages. Of course, they already have a lot of clout. They have 1 billion users all over the world. Let's see what ByteDance has in store for us. So in a way, I'd say that some companies in the education tech space are afraid because of what EdTech could change in the future. Let me just discuss what's happening. So far, the companies in the EdTech that we have been discussing was Youdao. We said Youdao here at 24. Looks to be a support. There is a resistance here at 30. There could be some selling here at 34. More competition in the space. So this might be just a trading range for Youdao. Koolearn, more education, more competition. Koolearn, in my view, could go down to about 26. There will be a secondary offering. So this one rallied from a 10 to as high as 40. There will be competition in the space. So actually, we said that Koolearn, Youdao, all of these, even Pluralsight, we said a sell because Google was going to compete with them. I'd say that your Tencent, Alibaba, your NetEase, they are also in competition. NetEase's horse is, of course, Youdao, so maybe it could survive despite that competition from SoftBank. Nevertheless, do be aware of what's happening in the space. TikTok goes education. In fact, Netflix is also, in my view, going to go education. So so far, Netflix here at about 460 got supported here at 480. I do think that this one is a buying area, 460 with about 560 being a sell area. Even if 460 falls down to 420, there will be a lot of support. Last Friday, we saw a lot of our SPACs really do well. FMCI, Graph. So a lot of people who bought at the dip truly got 20-30% already. 16 rallied to as high as 23, even rallied to 24. So FMCI, what a move, 16 to 24. Yes, that is a 50% move in 2 days. Very volatile, but very profitable if you were buying. And then, of course, Graph. Let's see. Graph also rallied. Of course, we think that Graph can still go up. So even if 26 went down to 18, we bought. So our average, depends on what your average cost is, maybe 21 or 22. So even at $20, it looks to be still a buy area. $20 is a buy. We think that you can get it as high as 30, 28 to sell. Now, other SPACs, let's take a look. SBE, your charge point, very volatile, I know, but very profitable as well if you've been buying when it dipped. So 14 went as low as 11. Some of us bought more. Of course, it rallied to 14 again. Looks like this one never went to 1050. We said that even if it fell to 1050, that we'll be buying that company. I think it goes about $15.50 to $17 charge point. So we'll take a look what happens. A lot of SPACs, a lot of games. I love all of them. So I think in the news, of course, NVIDIA was a company pick that we discussed last Friday, and Shopee also did so well. Let me just share to you that Shopee has scored so well, the best among the large e-commerce players on customer satisfaction in Singapore. Also the highest usage with 52% of Singaporeans using it versus 41% for Q10 and 39% for Lazada. So very well for C Limited. C Limited is actually trading at 155 last week. Looks like a support at about, so we got this support about 136, 138. Think that this one will break above the new highs. Looks like C Limited next breakout would go to about 176 in my view, 176 and 170 and 194. So this is just a buy, and if you want to sell, probably sell about 20 or 30% higher than current price. So very strong moves. I'd say that I'm happy with the dip of last week. It allowed us to get a lot of great names on the drop. What's your pick, guys? Okay, so let me just read your comments and see what I could answer. No comments. I'm surprised. Okay, so thank you for watching September 28, 2020. There's a lot of companies that are very interesting in the US. So hope that you have invested well, and do use any opportunities of drops of companies that we like. Graph was great. Facebook was great. So I bought some Graph, Facebook, Unity, Google, Microsoft, lots of good companies doing well. And I think the technology in education is still hilaw. You say hilaw, meaning it's unripe. It's not, it's still, it's not yet ripe, so we don't know who the leaders in education tech space are. So maybe Yotta, even if it rallies to 30 or 33, that could be a selling area. So more like a sell half, sell some of Yotta. Looks like very difficult to determine who the winners are in educational tech. That's it. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.